Let's take a look at arranging shapes behind and in front of each other. I'm going to create 3 shapes: a square, a circle, and a star. I'm going to get my selection tool and I'm going to colour each of these shapes a very different colour so it's easy for us to see what's going on. Okay, now you can see that the square is behind both shapes, the star is in the front and the circle is in the middle of each of these. This has come about because of the order that I've created these shapes. And this has come about because of the order in which I've created these shapes. And if I was to come along now and add one more shape to the mix, you'd see it would be in front of each of those there. Okay, so the last shape to be created will always be placed on top. Now, if we want to change the order of this, I'm going to, let's say I want to put the red star now in between the circle and the square. Firstly, I need to select it. Now I'm going to use a right click on my mouse to pop up a contextual menu. Down towards the bottom here you'll find the Arrange menu, and I've got 4 options in here. Bring to front, bring forward, send backward and send to back. Now the difference between send backward and send to back is that sending backward will move my star back one layer, one shape layer on my page. I'm just going to undo that for a moment and show you what would happen if I was to choose send to back, and now you'll see my star moves all the way to the back. Okay, so again, let's take this circle here and put it in between the square and the star. I'm going to right click, choose Arrange and send backward. This will move it back one step. Of course, I've also got my forward moving options. Right click here, Arrange, bring to front will bring my star all the way to the front, or bring forward will move it forward one shape. Now, this unfortunately becomes a little bit more complicated the more objects that I place on my page. So I'm going to draw here a triangle and I'm going to leave that over there. Okay. Now, let's say I bring this yellow circle, right click, Arrange and choose to bring it all the way to the front. Okay, let's say now I want to send my yellow circle behind my green square. Right click, Arrange, and I'm going to choose not send to the back because I don't want it behind the star, but send backward. And it appears that it hasn't done anything. Well, in fact it has. Let's undo that and have a look what's going on there. Because of this shape that I've got set over here, it's becoming a little bit confusing. I'm going to bring this triangle now into the overlapped mix so that we can see what's going on. And you can see that the circle is sitting on top of the triangle. So when I select it and choose Arrange and send backward, it's actually moving back behind the triangle. But of course I can't see that, or I don't notice it when my triangle isn't overlapping. So sending backward or moving forward takes into account every shape that's on that layer, regardless of whether they're touching, and that can become quite confusing. So of course what I would need to do now to get this circle behind my square and in front of my star is to go again into my menu and again choose send backward, and there we go.